Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. So I recently got a lot of questions around gold making in retail WoW. A lot of people are wondering whether it's worth it or not to invest some time farming some gold currently in retail World of Warcraft. What I want to do in today's video is answer this question, or at least try to provide an answer to this question, and also go through my sales just to show you some examples of what is currently selling and what you can also do in order to make some gold in retail WoW. So in order to start answering this question, I think it's important to acknowledge the fact that retail WoW is indeed in kind of a gap period at the moment. There is on one side the release of Wrath of the Lich King Classic. A lot of players are busy with that and are playing Classic instead of retail WoW. And of course, right now we are in season 4, which is the final season of Shadowlands. And so a lot of people have already done all the different activities from the current content, and they are now waiting for the release of Dragonflight, or at least the pre-patch. And so, of course, a lot of people are simply not playing a lot at the moment. Of course, this means that the market is going to be a little bit more slow, that unfortunately is going to be a little bit more difficult to make some gold. But I think you can still make some decent amount of gold, and you can still find some good activities in order to make some gold currently in retail WoW. So what I'm going to show you now are all the different items I've been able to sell. But of course, these are only examples and really the only things that I'm currently doing. And I'm also not currently playing a lot simply because I have a lot of work. But you have a lot of other activities that you can do and that are still profitable. So please also try to have like a look at all the different guides that I'm putting on my YouTube channel, and also all the different guides that other YouTubers are putting on their YouTube channels, just to find what can be a good activity for you to currently make some gold in retail WoW. So when it comes to my sales, first of all, as I mentioned, you will see there is a lot of like gaps, because unfortunately many times I'm simply not able to go through my auctions and then repost on all my different expired auctions. So unfortunately I haven't been able to like really make a lot of gold, but I'm still able to maintain myself, and so that's what I want to show you right now. So as you can imagine, I have a lot of legendaries. Of course, legendaries are, in my opinion, still something really, really interesting, especially because now all the different materials are extremely, extremely cheap. So even if you're playing on a realm where they don't sell for like a crazy amount of gold, you will still be able to make quite a lot of gold and some nice profits just by crafting and selling all these different legendaries. Of course, I can understand that for some people, it's a little bit tricky because you need to like spend a little bit of time on the auction house. You need to like post the auctions and then cancel scan and repost the auctions. But what you can do if you're in the same situation as me and you don't have a lot of time and you cannot really like spend a lot of time canceling all your different auctions is add a bid price. And like that, when people simply want to buy the item for a little cheaper price, they will like invest in the bid price instead of directly buying the item. And like that, you can still make some sales even if you don't cancel scan. So this is a possibility for people who are interested in making gold with legendaries, but who don't have the time or the patience to actually spend a lot of time on the auction house. So after that, as you can see, I have a lot of these BoEs from the different faded raids. So especially the ones from Castle Nathria are, in my opinion, the best ones. As you can see here, I have one ring. This one is Eric for 250k gold. Actually, this one I bought it for 80k gold, I think, like a few days ago, and it sold for 250k gold right now. I also have like one of these cloaks from Castle Nathria as well, mythic difficulty. Another heroic ring for 250k gold. Another heroic cape, this time from Sepulchre of the First One, also in for 200k gold. Then here's two people bought quite a lot of BOEs at the same time. So one mythic ring for 350k gold. Two capes, one heroic, one mythic for 275 and 137. And then one of these bindings for cloth for 550k gold, so really nice. And then I also had like these like boots, leather boots for 361k gold. So all these different items are from Castle Nathria except the cloaks. In my opinion, really Castle Nathria is the best raid you can farm in order to get some of these BOEs and to make some gold with. So this is definitely something I recommend. And keep in mind that again, I'm playing on a very low pop realm, so I'm still able to make quite a lot of sales. So if you are playing on a medium or high pop realm, I'm sure you can also make some sales pretty easily by farming or by flipping all these different BOEs. After that, we're also going to have a lot of the different BOEs that you can craft, the 262 and 233 BOEs. So I'm selling a lot of them a little bit like all the time. So after that, as you can see, again, we have a lot of the different legendaries. We also have some materials. These are just materials that I flipped a long time ago, and I just decided to sell them now before the prices go too low. And after that, again, a lot of these different BOEs that you can craft. So these are always good. But again, not a crazy amount of items. I was not able to post too much. Still something that allows me to make some profit. And so I'm still pretty happy with all the different items I've been able to sell. So at the moment, there is only one other character where I'm really trying to sell over type of items, especially mounts, transmogs, and all these other items. So as you can see, I don't have like a lot of sales because again, I was not able to post a lot, but I have like a few transmog, a few mounts, these different painters from jewel crafting, a lot of materials as well. A few like transmog items, for instance, this one of the cosmetic items from Zeret Mortis. Here you have, for instance, the Fire Revel mask. You can easily craft that right now. Same with the crafted gladiator gear. So all these items are like not very important, but still they add up. And as you can see, it's a nice little 183k gold, like in addition to what I'm already selling on my main character. But again, really, you can still find so many other type of items and things you can sell on your realm. So really depends on the type of realm you're playing on and on what is currently selling or not. It's always going to be a little bit slower to sell pets, transmog, mounts, and things like that. But trust me, you will still be able to make quite a lot of gold with all these other items. So as you can see, on the past 4 weeks, I've been able to still make like a 3.2 million in profit. Really, I'm not paying a lot, so I'm pretty happy with this result. So my main recommendation would be, of course, to focus on the different activities I just mentioned. So crafting the different legendaries, farming and flipping some raid BOEs, and also crafting all these other BOEs, 262 and 233. You, of course, also have all the different mounts. I think crafting is extremely good right now. And you also have like all the different like transmog items and consumables, things like that, that could be very interesting. What is going to be very good in the next few months is going to be simply stockpiling and starting to invest for Dragonflight. So I will make a follow-up video on that where I will really highlight all the different items and markets you can try to invest in at the moment, and that normally will be good and very profitable for Dragonflight. And of course, I think when the pre-patch will be live, a lot of people are going to come back, and then it will be even better to make a lot of gold because people will start getting prepared and ready for Dragonflight, and so a lot of things are going to move faster. But right now, try to focus on these main markets. If you find some other things that can be also interesting, such as some transmog farms, some mount farms, things like that, it's also always good to have these on the auction house. And of course, it's just going to be a little bit slower, so be a little bit more patient. And after these few months, it will be good again. So that's going to be pretty much it for today's video. I will be back very soon with more guides and with more videos. In the meantime, I just wish you a good Sunday, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye.